In emergency medicine, teams use what they have and act fast. But in planned surgery, predictability is everything. A $300,000 procedure can be scheduled weeks in advance, yet it can be delayed because a $5 sterile component isn't available. Not because the hospital lacks supplies, but because visibility across inventory, expiration, usage, and policy isn't unified. The financial imbalance is extreme. To avoid canceling high-value procedures, hospitals often overstock, but sterile packs expire. Emergency reserves must meet compliance thresholds, and consumption varies by location and season. Inventory data exists, but it lives across disconnected systems. Usage is partially manual, policy enforcement is reactive, and risk becomes visible only after it becomes expensive. Supply chain leaders need to know which items are at risk of stockout, which locations are out of compliance, which supplies are expiring unused, where are we overstocked. They shouldn't need 5 systems and a coordination call to get that information. Using Palantir Foundry, we built a medical supply tracking application that centralizes consumables, medication, equipment, PPE, and emergency reserves into a single operational view. Each supply becomes a living object in the system, linked to policy thresholds, expiration windows, usage velocity, and location. When a supply is scanned, the transaction logs, stock levels adjust, expiration exposure updates, and risk recalculates in real time. Leadership can instantly see consumption trends, overstock exposure, compliance with policies like the 21-day emergency supply, and projected stockout risk. This isn't about tracking what happened, it's about seeing what will happen. Planned procedures fluctuate, patient volumes shift, seasonality affects demand. With surge forecasting, supply chain teams can simulate increases in patient volume and understand how that affects inventory levels across locations and categories. Instead of reacting to shortages, teams can see which items will fall below policy thresholds, when reorders must occur, and where redistribution is possible before purchasing more. This reduces cancellation risk without defaulting to blanket overstocking. Tracking is foundational, but operational intelligence accelerates decisions. Using Foundry's AI capabilities, users can ask plain language questions and receive structured operational answers, such as high-risk items, compliance gaps, expiration exposure, abnormal usage patterns. There's no queries, no manual analysis. You have decision-ready visibility. This isn't about dashboards. It's about clarity. Now, let's act. We can immediately see the items that require attention. The system automatically recommends reorder quantities based on consumption rate, policy minimums, forecasted demand. This ensures capital is deployed precisely, not defensively, reducing cancellation risk while minimizing excess inventory and waste.
Hey everyone, I'm Ryan Goodrich. I am a forward deployed engineer with ForgeSight, and I'm actually the one who built this software end to end. What makes this operationally possible is the ontology inside of Palantir Foundry. Let me show you. Here, every supply item is modeled as its own object, connecting us to transactions, locations, expiration data, policy thresholds, and usage history. Here in the inventory transactions section, this is an object that updates in real time when a barcode is scanned in a hospital, indicating that a supply item has been used. This allows us to compute consumption velocity, stockout probability, compliance scoring, and expiration exposure. Here in the pipeline builder, we integrate procurement systems, inventory logs, and scan data, and Foundry maintains full lineage and auditability of the entire system. Because these relationships are structured in such a way, we can build predictive reorder triggers, automated workflows, we can write back to procurement systems, and we can do forecasting simulations. This is not a reporting dashboard. This is a fully operational control system built on top of the data inside Palantir Foundry. Thank you very much.
With Palantir Foundry implemented by ForgeSight, hospitals move from a reactive inventory management to operational precision, protecting revenue, reducing waste, maintaining compliance, and ensuring planned care proceeds without disruption.